What's going on, guys? Coming at you today, I'm going to show you my Lowrance setup on my 2020 Phoenix that I'm running on the FLW Pro circuit. So I'm going to have 4 Lowrance HDS Lives. I'm going to jump in, show you all the transducers, all the networking, everything that I got set up on this boat to allow my Lowrance to perform at maximum efficiency. So let's jump in, get these Lowrance powered up, and show you exactly what I got here. So we're going to start here at the console. I got 2 Lowrance HDS 12 Lives. Let's get them powered up. While they're booting up, we're going to walk back to the back here. I'm running the active imaging transducer 2-in-1, so that allows me to have side scanned and down scanned. I got a separate 2D sonar transducer that's glassed into the hull in there. But this is what does the bulk of my imaging. So you want to mount that center in your boat. You know, a jack plate allows you to get it there, and the motor's not going to block your view. But if you don't have a jack plate, you're going to have to mount it off to the side a little bit or down below the motor or something like that. But that beautiful Atlas jack plate allows me to mount that transducer right there in the center and get perfect reading. Moving on up, we got the 0.1 antenna. So this is a perfect heading sensor. So whenever the nose of the boat is pointing this direction, my cursor on my map is going to be pointing in that direction. So that's the sole purpose of the 0.1. You know, the HDS Lives come standard with a pretty good internal GPS. So you really don't need this for accuracy. This is more for a heading sensor. That way you can line up and get good cast when your arrow is facing the right direction. So let's move on up to the front here. We got 2 more Lowrance HDS Live 12s. Power them up. We'll take a look at the transducer here, or the trolling motor. We got the HDI Transducer mounted on here. So this gives me 2D sonar and down imaging on my trolling motor. Right over here we got the brand new LiveSight Transducer. So this allows me to see in front of the boat. I can watch my bait fall down into some grass or a brush pile. This is extremely effective tool in finding structure before you run it over with the boat. This has helped me catch quite a few fish that I'm not sure I would have caught without that transducer on there. So the Lowrance LiveSight, it helps you catch some fish. So these units are getting powered up. I'm going to get the boat splashed, and I'll give you a rundown on the water of exactly how I have my screen set up. A couple little tweaks and settings that I like to do to get the maximum efficiency and the best reading out of your units, and just want to help you guys become more successful with your Lowrance units. So let's get the boat in the water. All right, we got the boat out in the water now. This is how I like to set up my console. I like to use this left side strictly for navigating. You know, this is going to be my mapping. I can zoom that in and out. You see I got the heading extension there turned on so I can see exactly where the front of the boat's heading. Move over here, I like to make it a 3-way split, but I will adjust the split up so that the side imaging's the dominant panel, and then we got your traditional 2D sonar, and then your down imaging here as well. So one trick is you can switch the colors of these, the color palettes. You want to run them differently. So switch your side imaging and your down imaging, just run them on 2 different colors. It just allows different things to pop out better. I like this white one here for down imaging and the blue one for side imaging. It just allows me to see the structure very well with that. As well as I like to have the 2D sonar on there, because sometimes you can see things better on sonar than you can on down imaging and vice versa. So you need all three to successfully see what's under the water there. All right, so I set up my front pretty similar to the console. You see I got split sonar, down imaging, I got mapping over here, and I like to have a full screen for the LiveSight. Just allows me to get the best picture out of it, to have a full screen. Sometimes I will switch this stuff up. You know, sometimes I like to have 2 different maps up here. Sometimes I like to have a couple different screens. I'll even put the side imaging from the back of the boat on a screen up here, and that way I can see where there's a rock pile or something like that. But this is pretty much my setup right here. You see with this LiveSight, you can shoot in front of the boat, see where got a clump of grass we're about to run over, and there it is on the sonar. So you can see all this stuff before you get over it, and be able to make a cast with a worm or something in there and get into that grass and maybe catch a fish or 2. So that LiveSight definitely helps me catch a couple more bass that I wouldn't have caught without it. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed my Lowrance setup for 2020. Drop down in the comments below what you got set up, or what you would change, or what you like about it. I read every comment, so it's always an open discussion. If you got any ideas or anything, drop them down there. Look forward to hearing from you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.